Hi, I'm Randy Hollenbeck, and this is the Music Roundtable. Today on the show, we have alternative metal band reaLation. Is that how you pronounce it, reaLation?
Yeah, reaLation. Yeah, that's it. You got it.
My thirst becomes a ravenous as my supply runs dry. My heart lies grieving as it bloodies my blackened sky. For your information, your mission is an admission. For your information, oh, mission is admission. If you needed time to grow, you should've just said so. You could've said how you were feeling. So here's how you were living.
If you guys can introduce yourselves and what instrument you play.
I'll go ahead and start. I go by Steve, and I play guitars and vocals for the band reaLation.
I'm Matt. I play drums.
I'm Vincent. I am the bassist and vocalist as well.
Okay. And can you give me a few of your musical influences, each of you?
I mean, I come from a more like heavy metal background, more like on that from I want to say late 80s to early 90s, all the way down to 2000. So everything from Slayer, Megadeth, and all that stuff to the more new metal bands like Deftones, Slipknot. It's just changed over the years. But bands like that were like one of the biggest. Like I want to say honestly, Slayer was a huge influence. That's what got me to play guitar. So I'm gonna say that.
For me, it's like bands like System of a Down, Slipknot, Rammstein, Hymn, Story of the Year, all over the place. So Green Day even. So
Oh yeah, Green Day's an honorable mention. I forgot about that one.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a big one. I would say certainly Tool and A Perfect Circle for me, as well as the grunge acts, Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, a lot of those, Alice in Chains for sure that influenced me writing as well, my lyrical content. So.
How did you guys form this band?
I think Vince, you can start because this band has been around. It's been a band for what, almost 20 years, if not more.
Well, yeah, I guess
From the conception.
Yeah, from the thoughts in my childhood bedroom, I guess. But this particular gestation has been around for about 5 years, and we connected as most bands do, writing some songs, but playing cover gigs, and noticed we had some real connection and synergy. So we were very happy to see what could happen. So we started writing songs, and the connection was there, and our energy was and synergy was amazing. So we just continued down that route, and got an idea about what we wanted to do musically, specifically what style we wanted to go, and this is where we are.
Okay. And how did you come up with the band name?
Oh God. Well, I tell you, people have asked that, and really, reaLation is what we do not only with the outside world, but also ourselves. So relatability, and we feel like we cast some light on some issues and traumas that people have gone through that are real to them and real to us. We try to be as authentic as possible in what we write about, and feel that our message is conveyed our authenticity, and we just want to make sure that we're being true to our art as well as our fan base.
What city is your band based out of?
Albany, New York.
Okay. I wanted to go into a couple songs. You released FYI January 6, 2023, and I like, Vincent, how you and Steve go back and forth with the lyrics. singing the lyrics and stuff. And you sing, "For your information, leave it or leave me alone." Can you tell me a little bit about that line?
Yeah, and that's actually the cornerstone of that song, being about authenticity. If you're not going to be real, if you're not going to, be authentic, then I don't want any part of it. Or the pragmatist in the song doesn't want any part of it. So, as that said, it's a really important segue as far as the way that we're trying to get the message out in that song.
Okay. Steve, did you guys come up with that, like going back and forth with the lyric lines, trading?
That kind of really started right from the get-go. The second we started and getting into the music that we're making now, when me and Vince were at the studio when we're working, we literally have a home studio setup, so we pretty much do everything in house.
Right here,
literally right here. So, I guess that really stemmed from us working. For example, like one of our songs, Isabella. It really started with Vince sending the lyrics, and that's pretty much 90%, right? It's Vince sending lyrics, and then we build from that. So, Vince will get on the mic and he'll do his parts X, Y, and Z, and then I'll pitch in, right? And then Vince will be like, "Well, get in the mic, let's do it." And then it kind of started becoming a thing where we're doing this back and forth thing, right? So like our collaboration of ideas just became both of us just being vocalists, and it ended up working out really, really well.
Yeah, we sing harmony well together. As interestingly enough, even though we're like brothers from another mother, which I always loved harmony from family members. Those are the best in my opinion because the voices are similar and they can really get the real true tones. But yeah, we kind of joked around. We're like the grunge alternative Air Supply, kind of doing it. And so we kind of, yeah, I mean, because that's kind of what I'm like, because I just heard a song from them like about a month ago. I'm like, damn, we do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting because like again, like I said, like as far as lyrical content, Vince is the one that presents it. I don't write the lyrics in the band. I just feed off of what he's got, and then I'll think of a line or think of a melody as I'm reading it, and I'm like, "Oh shit, Vince, I got something." He's like, "Well, let's punch it in right now. Let's go before we lose it." And it just becomes we just build from there. Most of our songs are kind of written on the spot as we record. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I as a writer like to have a concept like already in place. FYI was the first song that we kind of came into. I wrote something. I've been writing most of my life. I was like 16 or 17. I had this little passage that I had about for your information. We and broke it down to FYI, and I came in with that, and then literally on the spot, which is not my forte. Generally, I like to go home with melody and write concept and sit with it and pace around a room and all that shit. But this was really cool because we actually just did it. And then I went home and said, does this make sense collectively? And sure enough, thankfully it did because it sounded really good to us. I'm like, oh, I would have been like, damn, we got to switch that line around. But it worked. So thank God.
Oh, your weakness. You don't want to see your information. For your information, leave it or leave me alone. If you need time to go, you should have said so. You should have said how you were feeling. So here's to you leaving. The songs fall to us, but when the world takes so much, who won't be letting us disappear?
You released Chase the Ghost April 2022. And there's a line in there that I like. It says, "As this carousel turns, it's time to get off the ride."
Yep. That is my sentiment when it comes to dysfunctional relationships of any kind. the protagonist in that song is a manipulator and pulls in his prey, like an emotional vampire would, and basically stating arrogantly, as they often do, is that I will let you know when I'm done. You get off the ride when I say when I let you, or when I say you're done with it. So that song has got that edge to where it's like you're already in the web, and there's nothing really you can do until the protagonist gets bored with you or finds another prey that he likes better. It's some gruesome, savage shit, but it is how it goes. So
one thing I really, really like about that song, it's literally our first song with us dipping our toes into like a more technical side of our music. Like if you notice, there's like a little bit of polyrhythmic parts. The guitars are falling in a certain spot. It's one of the most experimental songs. It's not so strummy. You know what I mean? There's a lot going on. There's even this like, I don't even know how that transpired, but it starts with this orchestrated thing in the beginning and then it just hits right there. So it's like, it's one of our more experimental songs. You can really tell the difference from like what lies beneath in that one song.
Yeah, it kind of like builds as it goes along, and then you kick in and you start jamming out, and then it goes into like the lyrics and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, we kind of want to make a break from what lies beneath. It's still related, and the album is going to be released in late April. It's going to be called Revealed, and it's still going to be us, but it's going to be a little bit more progressive. But there's still going to be the hooks in there. It'll still sound like reaLation material, but we just wanted to make sure. I always love albums from bands. You can hear the production and the songwriting from different albums, because you know that they're in different spaces as artists. So we kind of really thought about that as we were writing this one.
Yeah, you got to mix it up a little, man.
Yeah, that's for sure.
What do you guys got planned for the rest of this year?
Well, we're releasing this album Revealed in late April. We plan to play and hit the road. We're choosing specific shows to play or jumping on a tour, depending on what's presented. Also, we're big into sync licensing as well. There's been a lot of interest in our material for that. So we've expanded our network there. And it's just building the business, building our brand, and getting more people to hear a little bit about what we've got going on here. The response has been fantastic from the correspondence we've had. So we're just, we're in build mode at this point.
Right now, yeah, that's where we're at. We're in creative mode. We're literally right after this interview, we're working on a song right after. We're just going to start recording. We've been in creative writing mode, getting everything we need lined up before the release, making sure that everything's good.
How can we get a hold of you guys? Facebook, Instagram, Twitter?
Facebook and Instagram, reaLation Music. That's on both.
YouTube as well.
Yeah, we have a strong presence there. Our website, reaLation.com, realationmusic.com, they all kind of fall into the same one. That's where we are. We spend a lot. There is a exclusive fan group as well on Facebook. If you're interested, or we'll like do some snippets like this and release it. So that's a little more for our exclusive fans. You can definitely join that as well. Am I missing anything, guys?
Nah, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah. We focus Instagram and Facebook and our website are the main, and YouTube are the main components for us to get our work.
Do you guys got any shows coming up anytime soon?
Actually, we're just in we're in talks for some stuff. We're hoping there's some tours we may take a look at. We've been offered a few, and we just want to make sure it's the right choice for us. Make sure the audience is kind of purposefully chosen to make sure that we can,
it's about fitting the bill, man.
Exactly.
It's about fitting that bill. You know what I mean?
What about any music festivals or anything? Have you tried anything like that?
Oh yeah, we got we definitely have our toes in everything, and a matter of if the right opportunity comes up for us, we're definitely going to involve ourselves with it. We like to get out there. We know where pockets of our fans are. We've done a pretty good job with our targeted ads to know where they are. So if those good choices are there, we know we'll be able to really affect it. So that's an important thing for us.
That's all the questions I have. Thanks for coming on the show today. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, come on out and check us out. Again, check us out on Facebook and Instagram, reaLation Music. Our new video, FYI, is on our YouTube page, along with Chase the Ghost and Isabella. And Not
Selfish.
Selfish, yeah. So you can kind of get a good idea of what we're about. We love the concept. So if you like to go and watch a little story along with the song, you'll dig it.
Chase the ghost. Man fuck to reject the sport.